see me beat your mom?
No.
Did you see me shoot your mom?
No.
Meet Ronnie O'Neal, a man so cold and sinister that he decided to cross-examine his own traumatized son on the stands.
Are you sure?
Yes.
In this exclusive video, you can hear investigators react to seeing an 8-year-old boy walk out of the home with horrible stab wounds, telling deputies his father shot his mother.
Now, imagine being stabbed by your own father, going through all these trauma for the past 3 years, just for your own dad to cross-examine you on the stand. Basically trying to convince you that what happened 3 years ago is not really what happened, and that he didn't really kill your mom or your sister or try to stab you.
Deputies also tell us they found a man named Ronnie O'Neal III inside the home, smelling like gasoline. They had to use a taser to take him down. Right now, O'Neal is charged with taking 2 lives and trying to kill his young son, who shares his name.
So, who is Ronnie O'Neal? You know, not that much has been written about this man, but all we know is the man is from Florida.
Well, you did do an interview with her. You told her objection.
So the 2 people he killed was his girlfriend and his own daughter, and he tried to stab his own son. No, he didn't try. He stabbed his own son, but his son didn't die.
Okay. So if he did the interview with Jennifer Miller?
On March 18, 2018, he and his girlfriend allegedly had an argument about religion before he shot her, stabbed his daughter and his son. That explains why Ronnie could be heard shouting Allahu Akbar during the 911 call by his girlfriend. Whoa, if everything I've said is not sinister enough, killing your wife, your daughter, and trying to stab your son to death because of religion, an argument about religion, if everything about that is not sinister enough, listen to this. So this man, Ronnie, somehow, after his girlfriend called, also called 911 to tell 911 that, I killed her because she tried to kill me. So, although he tried to somehow manipulate the cops, that didn't work. On March 18, 2018, he was arrested at the age of 29, but he was deemed incompetent to stand trial on November 2018 and then was sent to the hospital for treatment.
A young child, appeared to be 9 years old, looked about to be the same size as my son, came walking, struggling to the front.
So fast forward to 2021. O'Neal, Ronnie O'Neal, is facing the death penalty now. He killed 2 people and tried to kill 1 person. So O'Neal just sat down at the jail cell and just thought about it and was like, maybe the best thing for me to do is to represent myself. I gotta tell them how I see it and why I did not do it. Although my son saw me do it and a neighbor also heard me do it. So I'm gonna represent myself. Never been to law school, never practiced law. I'ma represent myself. So O'Neal just took the stand and represented himself.
His wife started trying to run away, and he went and he grabbed her, and she was on the sidewalk, and he stood over her, did this like striking thing like 3 times, and he shot her.
So ladies and gentlemen, bear with me as we listen to the opening statements of lawyer Ronnie O'Neal. Went to Harvard, graduated on top of the class with a 4.0 GPA? No, with a 5.0 GPA. lawyer Ronnie O'Neal, ladies and gentlemen. And I might be wrong, but I think this is after the prosecutors have presented their case, their witnesses. They've already examined the kid and everything. So basically, Mr. Lawyer Ronnie O'Neal looked at everything the prosecutors brought forward and was like, nah. Everything has been fabricated. And she was trying to kill me, and I killed her.
Mr. O'Neal, you need to speak audibly so that the jury can hear what you're saying.
He showed you a fraudulent recording where they allege that I beat Kenyon Barron to death. He talked about Mr. Khalil Brown, my neighbor, who stayed across the street. But if Mr. Khalil Brown was a help to them proving me guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, they would have called Mr. Khalil Brown. But I called Mr. Khalil Brown to be a witness for me. And I didn't ask him to lie about one thing that he saw that night. I asked him to tell the jury exactly what he saw that night. And you have to ask yourself why that is. Because he's playing a fraudulent damn recording of me beating Kenyon Barron 15 damn times when that did not happen. And like I told you earlier, you will know the truth, whether in this trial or the next. Better believe it. If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God damn it, I'm not.
All right, Mr. O'Neal, please stop using swearing language. It's not appropriate in a closing argument.
Now he played a recording that was sped up. Why didn't he play the regular recording that people can understand what the call was saying?
Objection to the defendant asking me questions, Your Honor.
I'm going to
I'm
sustain
talking to
Okay.
people.
Mr. O'Neal, listen, please just keep in mind this is not personal towards the prosecutors. Please keep your comments directed towards the evidence and the law. Thank you.
I know for a fact Kenyon Barron recorded from her phone did not record calls sped up like that.
Object now. He's talking about facts, not evidence of what he knows.
Again, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, as you were instructed, the closing arguments are just that. They're not the evidence or the instruction on the law. It's just what the parties believe the evidence shows or does not show. All right? Thank you.
You heard Mr. Khalil Brown. You've been hearing me for 2 weeks now, telling you that they committed criminal acts against me with the 911 call and that fraudulent video that they just showed y'all. Now, I'm gonna prove it to you. You heard Khalil Brown. He said that he was actually sure that I only hit Kenyon Barron 3 times. You heard. I called him to tell you that. I ain't running from nothing. They didn't call Khalil Brown to tell you that. I did. You have to ask yourself why that is. Because I want you to know the actual facts. I did kill Kenyatta Man. But I want you to tell it like it is if you're going to tell it.
So I think his whole argument is, although he did kill his wife, it's not like how the prosecutors are saying, and it's not like how the witnesses are saying. So his whole argument is he killed his girlfriend because his girlfriend was gonna kill him, and some of the evidence have been fabricated.
Ask the clerk to please publish the verdict.
Yes, Judge. Stanford versus Ronnie Oneal III, case number 2018 CF 004019, verdict form, trial division 1. With the jury find as follows as the count one of the charge. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder as charged. The defendant did actually possess and discharge a firearm causing death. With the jury find as follows as the count two of the charge. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder, premeditated murder, and felony murder. The defendant carried, displayed, used, threatened to use, or attempted to use a weapon. With the jury found as follows as the count three of the charge. The defendant is guilty of attempted first-degree murder as charged. The defendant carried, displayed, used, threatened to use, or attempted to use a weapon. With the jury found as follows as the count four of the charge. The defendant is guilty of arson of a dwelling as charged.
Mr. Lawyer O'Neal was found guilty on all charges.
Yeah, 4:30 today, they handed down a life sentence. Now, the judge did not ask specifically who voted for life. They're not allowed to do that. But she did poll the jury to see if everybody agreed with that sentence. And one by one, they said, yes, that was their verdict, life in prison. Now, as you know, Mark, it only takes one juror to vote for life in prison in order for Ronnie O'Neal to get life in prison. There was no visible reaction by O'Neal when that verdict came down. He sat there quietly, kind of stone-faced, no real reaction.
Now, there is no excuse for what O'Neal did. I mean, who kills their girlfriend over religion? And who kills his children over religion? And even if they weren't arguing about religion, who kills his girlfriend and his children? I mean, I'm mind blown. But regardless of what they were talking about, I still respect O'Neal just a bit. I respect how he decided to stand for himself, go on a stand and defend himself. For some reason, I just feel like he knew he was doomed and he was gonna go to prison anyways. So he just decided, if I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna have to do it my way. And surely he did do it his way. So I respect him for that. But again, who kills their girlfriend and their children because of an argument over religion? I don't know.
And the mother of O'Neal's third child says she was arguing with Barrett on the phone just hours before the murders.
We never got along, like at all.
O'Neal rested his case without taking the stand in his own defense.
Meanwhile, at the scene, one of the firefighters had to carry Ronivia's body out of the home. It's an emotional moment he vividly remembers.
What did you do that?
Hugged my other firefighter and cried, to be honest with you.